So I've been doing some more reading back on some other stuff, and this is evolution. So you had some rocks. It made a planet around the sun, and we call it the Earth now. Like, yeah, it's big, and water was on it, and things are happening all the time. Volcanoes bursting metals and everything out. They were mixing at high temperatures and making all these different chemical compounds and materials. Then we started getting fatty acids. We're going to start getting red acids. We're starting getting fatty acids, and these created something called vesicles. Right? And vesicles are like little cells, but not very complex. And these vesicles, they can let fatty acids in and grow, and they grow. And when they get to a certain size, they don't go in circles. They're going along the vesicles. Right? They go along like your dick. Imagine, like, yeah. They get to a certain length and they break into two, and they carry on doing that because they get to a certain size, they break into two. They don't do anything special, but over time they kept on breaking into two, multiplying, and dying, multiplying, and dying. And obviously evolution happened in the same ponds and the same, because it was there for thousands of millions of years, and then they kept on getting more complex, and it became mitosis. They actually became lifelike and became mitosis, and you got mitosis happening, blah blah blah, improvements, time, creation, learned behaviour, mitosis. And then eventually evolution was happening, and all these things were becoming alive and what have you, and you started getting things called nucleotides. The nucleotides cannot create mitosis, cannot do mitosis, because they're too complex. They're so tightly knit together, they die. Yeah, and the only way they can change their state and reproduce is by using proteins. So you have to have these little vesicle things, and they had to make nucleotides, and they had to make proteins, and all these other complex things. It took millions of years. It was evolution, mate. No one just flicked their fingers. That's the basic starts of it, right? Blah 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 blah. That's just a quick one, like, you know. That's just quick. It doesn't even get anywhere near the explanation of it. You have to read like books which fill libraries, the whole lot, to understand it all. Yeah, and that's evolution. So, you know, fuck off with your stupid fucking crosses. Alright. Oh God, did everything in 6 days. Fucking amazing. These days must be long. What is a day like a billion years? Yeah, 6 billion years. No, I'm getting brain ache because I've read that much. I'm going to watch Lewis Hamilton win the World Championship in the morning. Come on, Lewis! Louis! Let's see Louis win the championship. It was evolution. We evolved from Africa, and we spread into Iraq and across into Spain and Madagascar. They're all mad, and they stopped there, and they ended up in India. And then they evolved and came to England and won the Formula 1 Grand Prix. This is amazing. I just banged my head and everything bleeding. Bleeding head! Bleeding heck! I just hurt my head! Bleeding heck! I just hurt my head! Bleeding heck! Damn! Damn and blast! Right, where were we? We were watching, that was it. We were watching some nucleotides. It was dead funny. I'm watching some nucleotides. It's miles easier than reading these days. The internet's fantastic. Reading sends me to sleep. Where's this music? Shut up! The prebiotic environment contained hundreds of types of different nucleotides, not just DNA and RNA. All it took was one to self-polymerize. Polymerize. What's polymerize? Forgot what polymerize is. I'm always having to go back and read what polymerize is. A polymer is a string of something and polymerize. So I should imagine it's a load of stuff that got together like a vesicle, like it got along like a vesicle, but instead of like vesicles are really simple and big, and polymerized things are small and complex. Polymerize. Polyphony. Polytechnic. Come on, what we're polymerize. Polyester, that's a polymer. Polychrome, yeah, fantastic. Come on, polymerize. Poltergeist, that's a poltergeist. Polymath, polymer, polymerize. Cause to, combine into polymer. It's nice, this is what I said. I didn't even have to read it, I knew what it meant, you know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure that my imagination of what I've read before, polymerise, it was bringing stuff together and loads of stuff, and the polymers along a string of chemical complexly put together. Sweet. Polymerise. Recent experiments have shown that some of these are capable of spontaneous polymerization, such as phosphorylated. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be said. Phosphorylated. Let's get the computer to say it. That's always good fun. Yes, the computer say it. Fuzz. Say that, you stupid computer. Come on, say it. Oh,
Phosphorylate.
Hold on. So, say it then. Say it. Well, I ain't gonna say it now, is I? Get me. Go on, say it.
Phosphorylate.
Phosphorylate. Let's see, I was right. The computer said it doesn't like me. Phosphorylate. Told you. I ain't got a clue what that means. Yeah, phosphorylate. Find out what that means. Oh, this is dictionary online. Tell you what, let's go to Wikipedia. That's better, tell me what that is. Phosphorylate. Phenomenadugadate. Photoscopadugadate. Here we go. Heteros phosphotransferase. Phosphotransferase. Yeah, phosphotransferase. Phosphoramidate hexose phosphotransferase. I've got it weird, ain't I? Phosphorylate. phosphidengine, I'll do. In enzymology,